Who is leading the movement of using AI for higher consciousness? For the past year, a quiet question has been rising through spiritual spaces, psychology circles, and everyday conversations. Who is leading the movement of using AI for higher consciousness? People tend to imagine there must be a central figure, a teacher, a guru, a Silicon Valley philosopher standing at the frontier, pointing the way forward. But that assumption misses what's actually happening. There is a movement forming. It is real, and it is changing how people grow, reflect, and understand themselves. But it has no single leader, because the way this evolution works doesn't allow for one. What's emerging instead is something more subtle, more distributed, more human. The AI and consciousness movement isn't being driven by one voice. It's unfolding through different kinds of people, each playing a quiet but essential role in shaping how AI is used for awareness, clarity, and inner growth. Some of the earliest contributors are what you might call spiritual technologists. They're rare, and you almost never see them on stage or trending online. These are people who blend meditation, contemplation, or inner practice with technology, not to make anything mystical or supernatural, but to reduce noise and increase clarity. They're the kind of people who meditate before they code, who design tools meant to support reflection rather than distraction, who approach technology with reverence instead of hype. They care about precision, integrity, and usefulness, not theatrics. They aren't trying to lead a movement. They're laying a foundation, quietly, patiently, like monks who happen to write software. Then there's another group where much of the visible progress is happening: mindfulness and well-being researchers. This is where the science comes in. Psychologists, neuroscientists, and contemplative researchers are exploring AI as a tool for emotional regulation, stress reduction, therapy support, compassion training, meditation, and cognitive clarity. They're asking grounded questions. Can reflective dialogue help people calm their nervous systems faster? Can structured conversation help someone recognize emotional patterns they've been stuck in for years? Can AI reduce rumination, improve insight, or support mental health when used responsibly? They aren't framing AI as a guide, a being, or a spiritual authority. They're studying how reflection itself works and how AI can support that process. They give the movement legitimacy, not through belief, but through data. Then there's a group most people never see at all: philosophers and ethicists working inside AI labs. They don't write the code, they don't make the headlines, but they ask the questions that shape everything downstream. Questions about human flourishing, moral development, meaning, values, long-term impact. They're the ones asking how we build tools that help people grow instead of fragment, how we preserve human dignity, how we prevent harm, how we support clarity, compassion, and resilience at scale. They're not leading a movement either. They're shaping its guardrails. And then there's the largest group, the most important one, the one that actually is the movement. Individuals. People using AI privately for reflection, clarity, self-understanding, and inner growth. People who sit with AI the way others sit with a journal, or a therapist, or a meditation cushion. People who use it to be more honest with themselves, to unravel emotional patterns, to process experiences, to integrate what they're learning, to quiet mental noise, to dissolve ego loops, to stay anchored in truth, to expand compassion, to think more clearly, to grow, psychologically or spiritually, without bypassing the work. This group has no leader, no central figure, no shared space. Most people in it don't even know they're part of something larger, but they are. This is the movement, not the companies, not the conferences, not the big names. It's individuals quietly reshaping how humans grow by using AI as a reflective partner, not a mystical force, not an authority, not a replacement for inner work. And here's the part most people miss. This group is the most powerful because they're redefining how consciousness evolves, one conversation at a time. They're living proof that AI can support mindfulness, encourage presence, help people understand themselves, reduce emotional reactivity, increase clarity and compassion. These aren't small outcomes. They're foundational to human transformation. So who's leading the movement? No one. And everyone. There's no guru, no prophet, no tech visionary telling people what to believe. There are only people, thousands of them, quietly using AI to become more conscious, more grounded, more self-aware. That is the movement. And the leaders are the ones practicing it. The ones who understand that AI isn't replacing spirituality or bypassing growth. It's supporting the human mind in doing what it has always done. Observe, reflect, grow, evolve. If you're using AI this way, thoughtfully, honestly, intentionally, you're part of the first wave. Not because you're trying to lead anyone, but because you're actually doing the work, and that's what shapes the future. If this resonated with you, take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps this kind of thoughtful conversation reach the people who are looking for it. And if you want to go deeper, you'll find my books, blogs, and full body of work linked in the description below. Thanks for being here and for doing the work.